Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more of Cinders, and this should be the last part, so we'll probably just go until it is done. Okay, the garden looks odd in this pale moonlight. Everything is set for the ball, but there's no living soul here except me. It seems so unreal. Just a few hours ago it was full of servants, carefully setting every little piece of decoration. Now it's deserted as the preparations come to an end. Only the wind does not hesitate to run freely and ruffle everything. I have to say it feels unusual tonight, like a charge about to go off during the storm. This tension in the air almost feels tangible. Our court jester used to greet people, "May you live in boring times." This feels like the grim opposite. Almost like an omen of things to come, a sign of a storm closing in. Interesting times. I wonder whether this has any chance of success. Can I commit to change and make it happen? Is this even possible? I've read the philosophers, but never seen it come true. Books and idealistic theories are one thing, but people tend to resist change, even change for the better. Father didn't make it any easier for me either. He was a good ruler, and he's remembered very fondly. Anything I'll do will be seen as betraying his legacy. It would all be easier if he had been a bloodthirsty tyrant. Feels like a storm is coming indeed. Even if I succeed, history may remember me as a renegade. And will any woman stand by me through this? Stand by me through this? Stand by me through this? Is this ball the best way to look for such a person? In the absence of better ideas or better judgment, I've made my decision. The best I could. That's weird. Okay, now all there is to do is to see things through. And hope. The weather tonight really doesn't feel right. All the dogs in the kennels act as if possessed. Should get back to the palace. Let's hope for an interesting ball night and boring times. I'm glad I could finally take off that damn dress. It's badly done, badly cut, tight as hell, and looks ridiculous. No corrections are gonna change it. That little old man called himself a tailor. What a joke. I bet I could do a better job sewing a suit for him. Oh, I'd trim his waist good, cut his trousers tight in all the right places. The little fellow would be even smaller by the time I was done. This whole situation is stupid. No matter how tight and tasteless our dresses are, they won't make any of us a princess. Gloria, weren't you supposed to be in the garden? I was, but the weather turned bad so suddenly. I've never seen the weather change so quickly. Oh, my big mature sister got all spooked by a big bad cloud. Don't be ridiculous, Sophia. I'm not in the mood for this. Maybe you would like to get all soaked in the rain and look miserable, but I surely don't. Well, I don't see a single drop of rain outside. Neither can I. Strange. I swear I could see flashes between the clouds. Are you practicing talking about the weather before the ball? Because it's not working. You're still boring. No, but I can see you're already sharpening your tongue. The prince will surely appreciate your wits. Appreciate your wits. And how is your dress, Sophia? By all things held dear and holy, by all the naive people in this world, I swear if you ask me this question one more time, you'll feel my pain. The reason I repeated the question so many times today was in the hopes that it would stretch a little over time. Oh well, it didn't stretch an inch. The tailor did a good job there. When I wear it, I feel like a properly packaged piece of pork. Why didn't you tell Mother then, when we were at the tailor's? He could have applied further corrections. Because her loving, motherly eyes told me one more complaint and you're dead, girl. Your choice of words is poor as usual, but I agree with your sentiment. Mine is still much too tight as well. Ha! I always found it astonishing how my pain tends to trigger such immediate joy in your little black heart. No, it's not like that. I mean, you're right about the joy part, but something else made me laugh. Do tell me. I'm sure it's going to be utterly enlightening. Well, tell me, aren't these dresses a wonderful metaphor for our lives? I fail to see it, I'm afraid. We're trying to fit into clothes which someone else made for us this whole time, or rather for the image of us in that someone's head. I bet they're a perfect fit for those phantasms inside Mother's mind, disciplined and pretty as dolls. Stop it. Your bitterness is getting tiring. And stop being so childish. It's only a dress. The lady must learn how to walk, talk, and smile, even if the corset is a bit tight. You know that Mother is only trying to teach us how to behave properly in society. She had to endure far more than a tight dress to get us where we are now. That just sounds bad. Oh yes, the sacrifices she makes to make us shine during the grand ball. Your cynicism gives you little credit. You know very well that this is important to her. Perhaps. Perhaps it is. But tell me this, sister. Is it important for us? Mm. Finally, the day's over. Both dresses fit, everything's in place, and even that incompetent tailor agreed to lower the price. All things considered, it went better than expected. It's a shame the girls don't seem to realize how important this is for them. Nor do they appreciate how much effort it takes to prepare two young ladies to make their debut in court, especially if nobody cared to invite them. They're not even aware of what that means for women their age. By noble standards, they're getting old and must be introduced soon if they are ever to find a husband. And without a husband, they may as well lock themselves up in this house and wait for old age to come and relieve them of their miserable lives. Oh, it's like she's talking to me. Which? I hope they'll grow up soon and open those naive eyes to the way the world works around them. It's either that or they'll end up alone in some dark and empty room, forgotten and hated by everyone. I'm in a dark and empty room. It's not empty, it's not really that dark, but still. Oh, she's mean. She's like, person reading this is a lonely, sad people. She's a witch. Thank heavens for the night. If nothing else, it's easier to hide oneself in the dark from the gaze of others. Truth. If no one wants to see it, it isn't happening. That's the way people work. And I learned that lesson the hard way. Is that a storm coming over the horizon? It's one of those strange, cold ones. Without rain. I think I remember a storm like this many years ago. That night when she died. And then she looks sad. And yet she knows she died. I'm assuming she means Cinders' mother, but it's like, yeah, how does she know her? They never explain that. It's no good to think about things like that before I go to sleep. It's late, and the weather's turning bad. Better close the window before the storm comes. They never kind of explain that. Thank goodness it's dawn already. I haven't slept for the entirety of the night. How could I? I feel like there's a dozen especially vicious, poisonous butterflies having a grand ball of their own in my stomach. Poisonous butterflies. That's a good one, Cinders. Lack of sleep will surely make you very eloquent this evening. Still, if things do go according to plan, this has just been my last night spent as a slave in my own house. I can hear Carmosa's voice. Is she mustering the girls again? Her private little army of two? Well, whatever training she gives them, nothing will prepare them for this evening. Oh my, won't they be surprised. As will Carmosa. The all-powerful, all-knowing lady will be caught at a loss tonight. I think I should sneak out right after they leave the house if I'm going to get the dress before it all starts. So hurry up, girls. Oh, hi, Perry. 6 additional guards in the main hall. That makes 65. And 2 dressed up as guests, following the prince discreetly. At least that much good has come from the masks everyone will be wearing. Guards can be disguised and mix in the crowd. Of course, every assassin, vagabond, or other villain opposing the rule of the prince will be dressed as guests as well. This is going to be a long night. Security is quite tight, but during a mass ball, the chance of an unwanted person squeezing in is far too high for my liking. I was going to say sneezing, and I was like, that's alright. Achoo! Oh, I sneezed in! I guess I'll just have to follow the prince closely. Contrary to what His Highness believes, I think a proper guard presence is needed at this event. On the other hand, I'm being let go, so why do I care? The prince has determined that this is the age of politics and plots, not war. Information instead of steel. Oh, where's Perry's all dead? I wonder how well that will work. Somehow I don't think people change that quickly or willingly. Someone assaults the future king with a hidden blade, but then suddenly the ruler yells, "What's the capital of the lands of mist?" Well, and the attacker folds. I have no idea what the hell he's talking about. But fair enough. I've decided not to adapt, so I'm staying behind. And with my inadequate methods, I shall protect the prince one last time. Then come what may. My attachment to the code, to honor, and to the crown is also a thing of the past. Inadequate. Then again, if I'm to leave a lifelong goal to travel with a girl I've just met, the world truly is changing beyond recognition. But in order to be able to leave, I need to do this last thing right. Protect the prince and uphold the peace. For myself. Maybe guilt that compels me to do it, or old habits, mixed with some melancholy perhaps, but this ball will be my farewell to duty and to the crown. So I'm going to do my best. I think the stairs need to be double-checked. Well, well, look who finally got out of Carmosa's reach and managed to come. I'm so sorry, the sisters kept calling me and wrinkle their noses and demanding adjustments to everything. Their hairdos, the way their shawls are draped, the dresses pressed, And now it's so late, I won't make it in time. How could I have missed my chance? They didn't even notice, but they ruined... Calm down, girl, you will be fine. But it's so late and the ball is almost started already, and you're just nervous, and that is fine. There's a big night ahead of you, but trust me, you will get your chance to dazzle everyone. You are right, maybe I'm panicking a bit. Good thing you didn't see me when I was running over here like crazy. Actually, if you want to make an entrance, cause a stir and get envious looks, you ought to come fashionably late. This way you'll be noticed from the start. Good point, but I guess it's understandable I'm nervous like that. I think every girl your age has the right to flaunt her emotions to the world every once in a while. But thank the spirits it hasn't come to that. Yes, thank you. So, what do I do? Let's start with the dress. You can't go to the ball without one. I'm glad we agree. I mean, technically you could go without one. You'd definitely get everyone's attention then. But somehow I think that's not what you had in mind. Go naked. I'd prefer not to if you don't mind. May I see it? The dress is prepared for you along with everything else in the wardrobe. That's the room on the left there. I'll wait here. Let me just get the lights. Oh my! This is raunchy. Raunchy. I love that. Raunchy. It's hilarious. Almost explicit, I would say. Didn't you want to be noticed? This dress should help a lot. Try it on. It's amazing. And it fits like a glove. Thank you. Told you, and you're welcome. The shoes are a bit too small, though, and they have a stiff heel. Dancing in these will be a challenge. You'll manage. This kind of beauty is not achieved through comfort. It is usually bought with a little bit of pain. In any case, this is just for one night, so simply grin and bear it. You should hurry now. I didn't mean to be ungrateful. The whole outfit looks wonderful. But how will I get inside? One of the cooks agreed to let you in. I cured his wife last winter, so he has a debt to pay. He'll sneak you in safely. Great, thank you. Is there anything else I should know before I go? Just enjoy this. Relish the moment. I believe we make our own fate. So good luck. Make the best of it. Thank you. You have done something truly amazing for me. I won't forget it. Bye, Madam Geed. She's gonna run away. How did I not see this before? They're so used to wearing masks all the time, today's dress code changes nothing. All it did is bring out their mastery in masquerading. Isn't this what you have chosen to support, sire? The monarch is the one to set the tone for the country. Didn't you want the land to become a political arena? Politics instead of war, yes. But this game of appearances disgusts me as much as it disgusts you. Politics for the sake of progress and people, that is what I think is best for this country. Not this. But I know that you don't condone this, do you? When the ways of our forefathers are changed, honor disregarded, and rules made grey and flexible, this is what happens. A world where the two-faced win. That is not entirely true. What should happen is that the people be given a voice and empowered. It may have some disadvantages, but it is still the future. Maybe it is. But I wouldn't trust people enough to let them rule. If you want honesty and righteousness, you need black and white rules and a stable set of values behind them. Yes, but we need a land of prosperity too, and I don't mean material prosperity alone. I want a land of as much joy as is reasonably possible in my realm. It's a worthy goal, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen. Oh, look. He wants it happily ever after for everyone. What a wish. It's not gonna happen, sweetie. I do understand your reluctance to practice politics, however, and I appreciate your honesty. You have the right to be doubtful. Curiously enough, to set people free, you need some level of deceit, hypocrisy, and gossip. If you say so, sire. See it even rubbed off on you a little, my friend. But right now I have to play along, deal with this lot, and choose a wife from among them. Frankly, I don't see any good candidates on the horizon. What do you think I should do? I could use your advice on how to proceed. I wouldn't even begin to imagine how one might approach this situation. Please, just tell me what you think. I think that you're overthinking it, my lord. Maybe just try to blend in and go with the flow of things. So you're saying I should stop staying outside, observing and judging the women who came here? Well, that is not exactly what I said. But you are right. If I am to learn the true natures of the ladies that are here, I need to give them a chance. So for now, I'm going to stop judging and reach out. Thank you, friend. And Perry's all like, whatever. This is the chance to rise up in the world. Each of you can become so much more than impoverished nobility. You'd be royalty. You do want that, don't you? I'm really not so certain. Of course we do. This isn't the attitude that will win you a better life. If you don't commit to it and ignore the rest, you'll lose. We are committed. We really are. It's just not easy, Mother. But we'll try. She looks so pretty. Look at her. She still looks pretty much the goddamn same. She always looked that way. Like, they barely changed her. Like, her hair is the same. Her low, plunging, cleavagey dress is the same. Like, pretty much. My dear Gloria, nothing in this world that is worth striving for is easy. You'll need to fight for a better life, endure hardships, discomfort, and sacrifices. This is your chance. If you play it right, you won't have to worry about any of those ever again. Do you understand what it means? Now smarten yourself up, girls. Do something about that cringe, Sophia. And you, Gloria, adjust that coiffure. Good. But what for? Not that I can't endure pain and hardships, Mother. You've made sure we both can, but what's the purpose? He won't choose us anyhow. Now, you have to do this if you want to survive and go up. If you commit and do your best, you do have a chance. What did you think? That ending up with some smaller nobility or a soldier is an option for my daughters? Only idiots aim low. Is she calling us an idiot because we went for the captain of the guard? Because, bitch, we could have had the prince. You want me to go back and change it? I'll go back and change it. We will take the prince. So we will do everything we've talked about. Yesterday, and we'll try to charm the prince. I'm not sure that I can do that, but I'll try. I didn't raise you two to be unable to gain influence over a single man. You are young, pretty. You are women. Use your wits and instincts. Yeah, wits is not what she wanted to say. And if that fails you, Gloria, as we all know it will, you can always flaunt your cleavage. Yeah. Wits with tea. But wouldn't that come across as very unladylike? What would people think? There are many ways to entice a man. Your beauty will help you in that. So do not be ashamed of it. Use it if necessary. These dresses cost me a fortune and more than a single white hair, but they should draw some stares. Now, let's make sure you get the chance to use your feminine wiles. Each of you will go get the prince's attention, introduce herself, and get invited to a dance. How do we get invited? Are we to invite the prince ourselves? Just hint at it subtly. Or heavily, but then remember about the cleavage. Shut up, Sophia! I'm trying to understand what to do as best I can. You never understood the idea, did you, sister? Quiet, there are more important things than bickering right now. Focus, you two. You both look astounding, and I'm sure you'll do fine. You are my daughters, after all. Sophia's like, I don't know about that. Gloria, you go first, then Sophia. Remember, stand up straight and smile at all times. And when you dance, every other pirouette brush against him accidentally. Good luck, sister. You're going to need it, you know. Don't listen to her. Just go. Very well, so I'm keeping an open mind. Do you have any other advice? No, however, there's a very pretty young lady standing over there and gazing your way, my prince. Most of them are, as if this was some sort of contest with the kingdom and palace as the main prize. Well, there are many candidates gathered together for one event, and one of them will be chosen to become rich and influential. If not a contest with the kingdom as the prize, how would you describe it, my prince? Ha, good point, my friend. He is so dumb, I swear. Oh, right! I'm auctioning myself off! Dumbass. Good point, my friend. Alright, let's try to select a wise queen and a good companion for the years to come. That young lady really looks absolutely astounding, and she has this dignified air about her. Please excuse me, friend. Good luck, my lord. Bye, Perry! Good evening, mysterious beauty. How are you enjoying yourself? Thank you, your highness. The ball is amazing. Everyone's excited to be here, as am I. Please stand up. Oh, I'm sure they are. Half of them because they're rooting for their hidden agenda to take effect tonight. But how can I blame them? But I am certain every court member wishes both you and the land the best. Oh, please, excuse my bluntness. But do you genuinely think this to be true? What was your impression when you talked to them? I haven't talked to many of the guests, Prince, but I honestly believe they have the kingdom's interest at heart, even if it doesn't show. Fine. Have you tasted the food? We have brought spices from the eastern lands, especially for this occasion. I'm sure it's excellent, my lord. It looks like pieces of art, and the smell is delicious. Are you sure? Would you like to try this? These small sweet rolls are a particular pride of our cooks. They are called soffins, and baking them involves the help of an alchemist. Don't take it, girl! It's a poison apple! That sounds fascinating, your highness. It is. That's why the taste is undescribable. It's neither sweet nor sour, salty or bitter, and unlike anything known to nature. Alchemically magical. Have some, good lord. Thank you, your grace, but a lady should watch her figure. Surely a woman of your beauty doesn't need to worry about such things. You look as delicate as the morning breeze. I just think if I eat a sweet roll, my corset's going to explode. You are too kind, your highness. Are you sure? Thank you, your highness. Maybe just a little bite. Well, you don't need to call me your highness. I don't attach that much value to formalities, and after all, I am not a king yet. Oh, I'm sorry for the mistake, your highness. I didn't mean to imply... I'm truly sorry. That's nothing, don't mention it. Oh, I won't mention it again, if that's what you mean. I'm sorry. It's fine, just please relax. I get the feeling you're very tense. Can we just chat casually? Of course, my prince. What would you like to chat about? How do you like the music? The music is heavenly, my prince. You really think so? Why? I don't know much about music, but this seems like an excellent choice, my prince. Good. What? Why is... I mean, in all honesty, she's being dumb with her answers, but he's being dumbass. It's a heavenly. Why do you think so? Because it just... It's just the way it makes me feel. Good lord, dude! Like... Well, then maybe let's talk about things that interest you. Why don't you choose the topic? I do not know what you like and what interests you, your grace. I have no interest. I'm a vapid little twit. Oh my, I did it again. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. It'll not happen again. Oh, don't bother. I mean, worry. Don't worry. I'm sorry your highness isn't pleased. I didn't mean to upset you, my prince. I truly didn't. Somehow I wish you did. Will you please excuse me, my lady? Of course, my prince. I hope you enjoy your evening. This is going to be a long night. Poor Gloria. Gloria, you're back. So soon? Did the prince fail to meet your standards and you had to fend off all of his attention and admiration? Did you dismiss him and take your leave? No. You're awfully quiet. What happened then? I know you used up all your eloquence on the prince. I'm sure he was really impressed. That's probably why he ran off so fast. He was too intimidated to stay in the presence of such perfection. And I'm glad you gave me the opportunity to point out again how great an example you are for me. Please enlighten me as to what the key pillars to your... Will you shut up already? Enough! If there was ever a time when I expected you two to focus, this is it. Sophia, stop with the pointless remarks. Want to show your sister? Then go and prove you can do what she failed at. I never said I could. And I'm not sure whether... Oh, really? Not so sure of yourself suddenly? Stop whining. Stand up straight. Keep your chest forward. Maybe for once your silly books will have their use. I heard the prince reads a lot. He does? What does he read? I don't know and I don't care. Just try to use it to your advantage. If this doesn't work, you're not as pretty as your sister. So just flatter him a lot. You can do it. Right, I'm sure he's not used to that. Is there anything else you would like to add to this conversation, Sophia? If not, then I suggest you go and charm the prince. And what about Gloria? Your sister and I are going to have a little chat while you're gone. You concentrate on the prince. Be seductive. Go! Oh, I'll miss your pleasant chat with Mother Gloria, and I was so hoping for a good show. Just go. Good evening, your grace. Oh, I do hope I used the right style. Good evening, my lady, is one of the conventional titles used when addressing kings, so no, not really. At least not yet. Oops, looks like I blew it already. I wouldn't worry about that. I never understood all those subtleties myself. Nor cared for them, for that matter. I must be really lucky then, since I don't care much for titles myself. Never seen the purpose. You do not. Quite a rare trait for a daughter of a noble house. And much more importantly, daughter of a powerful and ambitious lady. Don't forget about women with agendas, your highness. They tend to be pretty hard to overlook anyway. Oh, is that so? Oh yes, quite an overbearing character, that mother of ours. She even made us wear these dresses, you see. Have you ever worn a corset this tight, my prince? No, I never had the opportunity. Oh, neither had I until today. But it doesn't really matter, because we all have our roles to play and tasks to fulfill. After all, a single night can change the fate of many. Whole families, great houses, dynasties, etc. I can see you're quite upset, my lady. I'm only the younger daughter, and my mother wasn't born into ladyship, so it's second-hand nobility you're speaking to. You don't have to lady me, my prince. All right, if you say so. So are you here because your mother asked you to come against your will? Yes, that's exactly why I'm here. Because I'm a good girl who's willing to play her part. In that case, would you believe it if I said the reason why I'm here is not much different from yours? I guess you could call it a family obligation? Yes, although my oppressive parent is here in spirit alone, his legacy is omnipresent, and his influence palpable. Yeah, whatever. I thought the wine tasted funny. Oh, you don't have to play that shock look on me. If you're anything like me, your father was even slightly similar to my mother, a joke like that won't make you blink. You're right. Having spent all my life among people trained to keep up appearances, I picked up all the conventional reflexes. Like acting shocked when someone is making a joke about your dead parent. even though everyone knows he wasn't as good a father as he was a king. I feel lucky already. At least nobody ever forced me into a mold of politeness. I shudder at the thought of someone trying. Such a silly concept is politeness, lying to each other in the name of good manners, as if honesty was a vice. I totally feel like she could totally get with the prince, because he's like, yeah, you're kind of, and she's like, I don't give a flying shit. And he's like, awesome, neither do I. You're a very original young woman, you know that? Isn't original one of the categories physicians use when they lock you up in the asylum? Technically, I think it's innovative. And I'm serious. I'm glad you're here. I'd love to get to know you better. Oh, sure, look around. I must shine like a real gem in these murky waters of lies and intrigue, pure and innocent like the morning breeze. Oh, how lovely it must be to be royalty and speak like that all the time, rather than just when you've had too much wine. You think so? Unfortunately, I don't really care that much for polished speech coming from anyone who probably wants something from me. As you can see, I'm not really queen material. I'm too stupid to rule over anything, so hold that flood of appreciation and keep flattery to yourself, thank you. You may be many things, but you certainly don't seem stupid. Yes, yes, my wit exceeds even my beauty. Listen, I don't care, alright? I don't want to be here. Nothing you can say will change that. Actually, I think I'm just gonna go now. I've done my job, made a conversation, I've beaten my sister. I think it's time to finish this. So, take care, Prince. Nice ball and everything. What the... Heavens, this ball is turning into a madhouse rather rapidly. Too bad, though. This one I started to like. I know it's like... oh my god. I don't know what to do to keep going. I think I'm going to end this part here. And I'm going to record the next part immediately. Yeah, so I will see you guys next time and we will get to the end. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.